Well, today's stage is in some ways, Matt, not dissimilar to tomorrow's in that the three climbs come fairly early on, so that may not influence the outcome of the stage. But tell me about that first intermediate sprint. That could be interesting.
Yeah, it comes after only a couple of miles, and obviously with Boy Van Poppel being a very good sprinter, and the guys just behind him being very good sprinters. You've got Russell Downing, Mark Cavendish, Leigh Howard all there. I think we'll see a very, very, keenly contested hotspot. But then we go into the hills, a couple of first cats and a second cat climb, and then a gently rolling run-in. So, I think a break might go after about 15, 20 miles. It'll settle down. It'll be interesting to see how United Healthcare ride it, but I have a feeling we could see another bunch kick today.
Things do get pretty lumpy at the second half of this tour. Today and tomorrow, possibly Mark Cavendish's best chances for a stage win.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to bet definitely there's going to be a bunch kick, but yeah, there's two stages for sure that Mark can win. Then we get into the really, really hilly terrain in Devon and South Wales, and obviously the final stage in Guildford is extremely hilly. So yeah, two more stages for the sprinters. Okay,
not a breath of wind, beautiful sunshine, as you can see here in Jedburgh. Let's get out and join your race commentators, Rob Hales and Hugh Porter.
Today's stage will take the riders from the pretty town of Jedburgh to Dumfries, a distance of 152 kilometres, and there are three more brutish climbs to be tackled in the Skoda King of the Mountains, and they all come in the first 63 kilometres of this stage of the Tour of Britain. Looking at the classification leaders there, the IG Markets gold jersey on the shoulders of Boy Van Poppel of United Healthcare, the Chain Reaction Cycles points jersey being worn by Russell Downing of Enduro Racing, and the Skoda King of the Mountains, Pablo Utason of Euskaltel Escade. And the Yodel Sprints competition, well, that belongs to the Node 4 Giordano racing man, Peter Williams. So ahead of them today, a very tough stage, Rob, and at the end, highly technical.
It is a tough day. It's reasonably short compared to the previous two stages, only 152 kilometres, but we do have those three categorised climbs in that first 63 kilometres, two first category climbs and a second category climb. But we do, at 10 kilometres, have the first sprint.
Right, they're heading towards the first Yodel sprint of the day, and the team that are looking after the leader, Williams, doing a perfect job here. This is Node 4 Giordano, and they are leading it out perfectly.
Yeah, Matt Cronshaw, he's got himself up there. Here we can see the 1 kilometre to go now to the sprint.
On the outskirts of Hoyk, here in Roxburghshire.
It looks like Mark Cavendish here on the left-hand side, also getting in on the action. He's trying to lead out Luke Rowe by the looks of it.
The reason he's going to have a crack here, though, Rob, we mustn't forget there's also 3 seconds, 2 seconds and 1 second on the line for the sprint here. And let us not forget that Mark Cavendish is 5th overall at 4 seconds behind the IG Markets gold jersey. So if he wins this and gets the 3-second bonus, he will have closed down significantly on the race leader. Just been squeezed back a little bit here, but is that going to be the game plan then for Cavendish? The gold jersey holder Van Poppel is in the wheel of Cavendish, and I think that is exactly what is happening.
Luke Rowe also only 1 second down on that gold jersey.
Here he comes then, Mark Cavendish, looking for the 3-second bonus, which will take him to within 1 second of the overall leader, Boy Van Poppel. There's a change, he's swung over, and here comes the gold jersey holder, and it is Boy Van Poppel looking for a 3-second bonus, but he's going to be denied it because the rider on the left from Sky takes it.
Luke Rowe there takes the 3-second time bonus.
3 seconds then for Luke Rowe. He started 1 second behind Boy Van Poppel, but it looked like Boy Van Poppel was second there, so he will get the 2 seconds. Luke Rowe, the former leader of this tour, on the left of our screen. On the right, it's Boy Van Poppel. 3 seconds is going to go to Luke Rowe, and the 2 seconds goes to Boy Van Poppel. So it means that Luke Rowe has gained a second there on the overall leader, so it means that they are now tying as joint leaders on the road, and those two of course will not affect the Yodel Sprint competition because they are not in the first 5 overall. But that was a thrilling sprint, and I first of all thought that it was Mark Cavendish that was going to try and get the time bonuses to elevate him up, but what he did was a good job in actually setting it up for Luke Rowe. Meanwhile, at the head of the race, this could be the defining moment. 5 riders have now distanced themselves from the front of the peloton, and among them, the man in black there is Christian House, who rides for the Rafa Conda team. Now, he's smarting, actually, because he started out yesterday as the overall leader of the King of the Mountains, but he had that lead taken away from him. 3 big climbs to come, 2 first cat and a second, so a lot to go for.